Empathy, a superpower for connection. Imagine this. What if everyone, just for a moment, paused to truly understand each other? What if we took the time to see life from someone else's perspective, not to fix their problems, but to genuinely connect with their world? This isn't just a hopeful dream, it's a reality we can create, one small moment of connection at a time. And it starts with a skill that each of us can learn and practice: empathy. In this video, we'll explore the transformative power of empathy, what it is, why it matters, and how every person, just like you, can use it to change not only your life, but the world around you. Empathy is one of the most powerful ways we can connect with others, but what exactly is it? Simply put, empathy is the ability to understand and share someone else's emotions and experiences. It's about stepping into their shoes and seeing the world through their eyes, not with judgment, but with an open heart. Here's what empathy is not. It's not sympathy, which is feeling sorry for someone. It's also not about solving their problems. Empathy goes deeper. It's about truly feeling with someone and acknowledging their reality. The beauty of empathy is that it's a skill we can develop. You don't have to be born with it, like learning to ride a bike. It's something you can sharpen with practice and intention. Empathy is more than just a nice idea. It's a superpower that can transform relationships, communities, and even the way we see ourselves. Think about how empathy strengthens friendships. When you understand what your friend is going through, you build trust and deepen your connection. Empathy allows you to offer support in ways that truly matter to them, not just in ways you think they need. Empathy also plays a huge role in creating positive communities. In the classroom, it fosters collaboration and respect among classmates. When students take the time to understand each other, they work better as a team, whether it's on a group project or solving a conflict. Beyond friendships and classrooms, empathy has the power to unite entire communities. It's the glue that holds people together, even when their backgrounds, experiences, or opinions differ. Empathy breaks down walls of misunderstanding and division, replacing them with bridges of connection and inclusion. And here's the best part. Empathy doesn't just help others, it helps you. When you practice empathy, you become more self-aware, compassionate, and emotionally intelligent. It shapes you into a kinder, wiser, and more courageous individual. What does empathy look like in everyday life? It's the small, often unnoticed actions that make a big impact. It's listening to a friend who's having a rough day, not to offer advice, but just to let them feel heard. It's noticing when someone is sitting alone and inviting them to join your circle. It's standing by a classmate when they feel excluded, making sure they know they're not alone. Empathy is also about putting aside judgments. When someone shares their struggles or emotions, you don't have to come up with solutions. Instead, you simply say, "I hear you and I'm here for you." In everyday actions, whether it's a kind word, a helping hand, or simply being fully present, empathy shows up and makes a difference. Think about this. What if we all practiced empathy every day? How many conflicts would be resolved, misunderstandings avoided, and connections strengthened? Empathy is not only meaningful, it's practical. It gives you tools to handle real-life situations with grace and understanding. For one, it helps reduce misunderstandings. How often do we jump to conclusions about others? Empathy creates space for curiosity instead of assumptions. Empathy also makes us better communicators. When we truly listen to others, we create a safe environment where ideas and emotions can be shared openly. This is especially important in group settings, like when you're working with classmates or participating in clubs and activities. Another important benefit: empathy builds resilience. By understanding others' perspectives, we broaden our own. We learn that the world is rich with diverse stories and ways of living, something that helps us face challenges with a more open mind. And finally, empathy brings fulfillment. When you practice compassion and kindness, you feel more connected to the people around you. This deeper connection gives a sense of purpose and belonging that's hard to find anywhere else. Of course, practicing empathy isn't always easy. Sometimes our own biases or distractions get in the way. We might think, "I don't have time to understand this person's story," or even, "Why should I care? Their experience isn't like mine." But here's the truth. Empathy isn't about perfection, it's about trying. It's about pausing when it feels inconvenient and choosing to care even when it's difficult. To overcome challenges, start by practicing self-awareness. Pay attention to your thoughts and feelings. Ask yourself, am I judging or am I truly listening? The next step is humility, admitting that we don't have all the answers and might not fully understand someone, and that's okay. Empathy doesn't demand perfection, only effort. So, how can you start building empathy today? Here are some practical ways. Listen actively. The next time someone talks to you about their feelings or experiences, focus entirely on their words. Don't interrupt, and don't think about how you'll respond. Just listen. Ask intentional questions. Instead of making guesses about someone's feelings, ask open-ended questions like, how did that make you feel? Or what can I do to support you? Observe emotions. If someone seems upset but isn't saying much, observe their body language or tone of voice. Sometimes empathy begins with noticing what's unspoken. Put yourself in their shoes. Ask yourself, how would I feel in their situation? This mental exercise can help you gain perspective on their experience. Practice small acts of kindness. Send an encouraging message, help someone with a task, or simply smile at someone who looks down. Little acts go a long way in showing others they're valued and seen. Remember, empathy doesn't require grand gestures. Each small effort builds stronger habits of compassion and understanding. Empathy isn't just about connecting with others, it's about transformation. Every time you practice empathy, you plant a seed for stronger friendships, peaceful communities, and a better world. The ripple effect is enormous. One moment of understanding can lead to trust, healing, and growth for everyone involved. Empathy also shapes the person you become. It teaches you courage, the bravery to care in a world that often feels indifferent. It teaches you resilience, the strength to navigate differences with grace. And it teaches you connection, the joy of being truly present in someone else's world. Now think bigger. Empathy isn't just about personal relationships. It's the foundation for addressing larger issues like discrimination, inequality, and injustice. Imagine what could happen if entire communities embraced empathy. What if schools, workplaces, or governments paused to consider others' experiences before making decisions? We'd create spaces where every voice felt heard, valued, and respected. This change isn't impossible. It starts with small actions, like the ones you take every day to be kind and compassionate. So what can you do today? Start by pausing. Look around you. Who might need a listening ear, a kind gesture, or a moment of understanding? Empathy may not feel like a grand solution, but it's the first step toward changing the world. And the truth is, it doesn't just benefit others, it transforms you. So, what are you waiting for? Step into someone else's shoes, practice empathy. And let's start building a world where understanding becomes our superpower. It begins with us, one simple act at a time. Please like and subscribe for more life lessons we can all relate to. What we need to hear.